on how to do Namaskar A. Now there's 3 technical ways of doing it or flowing through your vinyasa. We'll do 2 today, so we'll do an easier version and a harder version. Now what I've noticed in a lot of classes, since I travel a lot for work and get to see a lot of different yoga studios, is the majority of the time teachers tend to move quicker throughout their practice, especially in these vinyasa flows. And what that means is for new students, they have a little bit more trouble keeping engaged in the class as well as alignment. So they are more prone to injury. You never have to flow at the pace that the teacher is speaking at. So finding what's right in your body, again, is huge. Alignment is also huge. And making sure you're flowing through the right way and the right one. So when you go into a class, if you are a new student, hopefully this video will help you to gain a little bit more confidence and strength and figure out what place that you're in your practice to get the most out of it. So a vinyasa or Namaskar A, which is a sun salutation, can either be started by standing or it can be started in downward facing dog. So today we'll start in standing, taking off the socks if you have them. I tend to forget those. And so on the inhale, you'll reach the arms high. And exhale, draw the hands into heart center. Inhale to reach high. And then on the exhale, placing a bend in the knees, you'll fold forward with a flat back, keeping the spine long. Now, if your hands don't touch the mat, keep a bend in your knees. Now, for more difficult, challenging, you can begin to straighten the legs if the hands touch the floor. So for this first one, I'll keep the knees bent, keep the stomach on the thighs, and then we'll inhale for a halfway lift. So planting the hands on the shin or the mat, rolling the shoulders back, long spine, looking down so that the neck is long, and weight coming into the toes. So you inhale here, and then exhale, forward fold. Now we'll step the right foot back and the left foot back, coming into a plank pose. So we'll flow through the easier one here too. So there's several elements that go into a vinyasa. It's several different poses. So for the easier version, we'll drop down to the knees, and then as you inhale, come forward into the hands and slowly lower down the chest. You'll untuck the toes, press the tops of the toes into the mat, and inhale to lift the chest for cobra. Rather than having the shoulders hunched up here, you want to draw them down and back, and elbows are by the side. Now there's barely any weight in my hands, and if I pick up my hands, my body stays in the same place. So for cobra, you really want little weight in the hands. And then to come out of it, you'll reverse, so pushing back into the hands and into that tabletop position. And then you'll tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, and look forward, and then walk the feet up to meet the hands. And then again, inhaling for a halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Placing a bend in the knees, reach the arms high, and exhale, hands to heart center. So that is a typical Sun A on an easier level. So the second time through, we'll take it through the plank position, and there's a couple of key components that are really important here for alignment and so to build strength. So we'll start at standing again. Inhale to reach the arms high. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. Inhale to reach them high again. And exhale to fold, bending the knees, hinging from the hips. Again, you can keep a bend in the knees here, or you can begin to straighten out the legs. So I'll straighten my legs here, and we'll inhale for a halfway lift. Again, making sure that the spine is flat and long, tilting the pelvis bones or the sit bones towards the back wall. And you're going to fold on the exhale. We'll plant the hands and we'll step back to a plank position. Okay, so we're here right now, and you'll have your shoulders over your wrists, and your back is straight, engaging the core. It's like tucking the pelvis back rather than hunching here or being too high. You really want to be straight and grounded. So pressing out through the hands, it's almost like an equal force pressing back. So first hugely important thing here, inhale to come forward onto the toes. and exhale to bend the elbows to about a 90-degree angle. So the reason for the toes is because if I'm in a general plank position and then I try and bend the elbows to go into a chaturanga, it creates this weird wonky effect and it's not as stable. So coming forward onto the toes, lower the arms to about 90 degrees, untuck the toes, and send the chest up and through. So upward facing dog is another one that I tend to see a lot of people misaligned in. So sometimes the thighs will be on the ground and they'll be slunched into the shoulders, hanging out, chilling. No, you really want to press the top of the feet into the mat, lifting the thighs, rolling the shoulders back, and opening the chest. So it's a matter of length and up. And then you send the hips back for downward facing dog. So I'll flow through both of those without as much cueing, just so you guys can get the rhythm and the sequencing of a Sun A. So we'll start with the easier one. So looking forward, walking the feet up to meet the hands, bend in the knees, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place a slight bend in the knees, reach the arms high. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale to reach the arms high again. And exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands and step back to a plank. We'll drop down to the knees. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, lower down to a 90-degree angle and slowly lower the chest. So knees, chest, chin, untuck the toes. Inhale for a cobra. And exhale, push out the same way you came in. So pushing back into that tabletop, tucking the toes, hips go up and back. Now again, we'll inhale to look forward and exhale to step the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale for a halfway lift, so we're going to do the harder one here. And exhale, forward fold. Place a bend in the knees, reach the arms high. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, bend the knees, fold forward with a flat back. And again, inhaling for that halfway lift. And then exhale, plant the hands, step back to a plank position. Strong foundation here. Inhale to come forward onto the toes. Exhale, lower down the elbows about 90 degrees. Undo the toes and inhale to lift up and out. Rather than doing this weird wave thing, sometimes I see people lifting back up with their butt or hanging out. So it's really, you got to be strong. The amount of effort that you put into it, the amount of gains that come out of it. Well, that was all for the Sun A or Namaskar A tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys did, please click the notifications button, the like button, the subscribe button, and follow me at barefoot_yogi_. Have a great day, guys. Namaste.